Hey everyone, welcome back to Rainbow Tarot UK. Big warm welcome if you're returning or if you're new. It's fantastic to get new people coming into the channel, and also a big thank you to my regular viewers and subscribers. Really appreciate you always. So today's reading, let's just get straight to it. It's what do they most want to happen next between you? And we've got our three piles here. So we've got pile number one. With this card here, and it says at the bottom, move forward, and that is with the rose quartz crystal. That's pile number one. Pile number two says heart of the matter, and this is the Sufi wisdom oracle deck, and also with the amethyst crystal there. And then pile number three, that says transformation, and that comes with the little silver key here. So as usual, use your intuition, go for the pile that is calling you the most. That's probably got the messages, like I always say. There might be, more than one pile that you may have messages in. Just take what resonates. I always say, just take what resonates, take what fits with your situation, and then just let the rest go and be peaceful with that. But anyway, I'll see you in your reading. Bye for now. Hi, pile number one, welcome back to your reading. So today's reading we are doing, aren't we? What do they most want to happen next in the connection? Now obviously this this is quite a broad and it's a general reading obviously, but it's quite a broad title, and it can relate to wherever you are in whatever situation. So it could be that you're in a crash situation, or you're in a relationship, or you're in separation, or there's no contact, and you want to know what they most want to happen next. So I think what I'm going to start off, once I've gone through this oracle card, is just looking at your general energy of the situation, and then what they want, what they are looking to happen next, what they most want to happen next. So you chose this lovely card, beautiful green card. I'm just going to bring that very close so you can see it. And it says moving forward, and underneath it says experience the grace of who you truly are. So maybe somebody in this connection, or this person, wants to move forward, wants to progress in some way, or somehow they want progression. That's what they want to happen next, in whatever form that takes. They want some kind of progression, and also some kind of acceptance, because it says experience the grace of who you truly are. So just to accept themselves, maybe some self-acceptance or something like that. But anyway, and you also chose, the rose quartz. So I'm going to put that there. So that's always about love, isn't it, rose quartz? That's always a sort of a loving energy here. So let's just, I think what I'm going to do, so I'm going to sort of do it slightly differently. I'm just going to jump straight into the tarot, and I'm going to see what the general energy of the situation is, what I'm feeling it is, and then that might give you a bit of a sense of, whether this is the right pile for you or not. Just to remind you, it is a general reading, so just take what resonates. And also, if you feel like subscribing, then please do. That would really help the channel out. That'd be fantastic. So let's get straight to it. Also, it's timeless, so it's good whenever you're finding this reading. If you're finding it right now when I upload it, or if you're finding it in the future, it should be absolutely fine. So what is the general energy between pile number one and their person? What is the general energy between pile number one and their person, please? Can you tell me? What is the general energy? Oh, so the Wheel of Fortune. What is the general energy between pile number one and their person? Page of Swords. What's the general energy between pile number one and their person? The Tower. Okay. What's the general energy between pile number one and their person? Queen of Wands. And this one wants to come out, which is the Queen of Cups. Right. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck we've got the Emperor. Okay, so with the Tower here, I'm feeling like in this particular pile, and with the moving forward, that something might have happened. There may have been some major experience. The Tower is about, you know, things coming kind of crashing down, things falling apart. Maybe there's been a bit of a split or a break or some kind of sort of shock in this situation. Maybe with the Page of Swords here, because that is a card of curiosity. Something has been revealed or some information has come to light that has caused this sort of almost like a revelation, something where maybe you thought was secure and stable sort of isn't really anymore. There's been some sort of you know, breakdown or breakup or separation here. Now the overriding energy around it is the Emperor. Now the Emperor is a sort of closed off energy, really, emotionally. The Emperor is somebody who is kind of closed down in terms of their emotion, because they're sort of like the archetypal father figure. So maybe for some of you, you know, you are in, this is kind of like a relationship or a marriage or a committed relationship, but this is sort of like the overriding energy of the situation at the moment is it's quite closed off, so quite shut down. The emotions are sort of being kind of restrained in some way, because there's a lot of self-control with the Emperor. Also, there's a lot of strategizing with the Emperor. So it may be that at the moment, if you are in separation, I feel for some of you this might be a time where you're in separation or something has happened that's maybe been quite shocking, because the Tower can be quite a shocking sort of situation, really. And with the Wheel of Fortune here, it sort of makes me feel like something in the Tower it's kind of like, yeah, something that was meant is kind of like, so maybe this relationship is kind of like goes through cycles in some way. So sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, because the Wheel of Fortune is also about fate, but about the, you know, us going through the kind of all the different ups and downs of life here. So it may already be a situation where, you know, it was kind of like up, down, and then something kind of happened, really. It could also indicate that this situation, whatever it is, was kind of meant to happen at this time. It's like, because the Tower is a huge learning, and I know it's very painful, it can be a very painful experience, but it's also like an opportunity for huge self-discovery, self-learning, moving forward, really. And I suppose really just kind of because often what happens with the Tower situation is that this thing that seems to come out of nowhere comes crashing down and kind of breaks your world apart. But what I always find with the Tower is that there's normally little things that have happened along the way where the universe has been trying to kind of get the message to you that maybe something isn't right or some change needs to happen, but you maybe haven't, for whatever reason, been able to pick up on that. And then what happens is you have this massive thing that happens, because it's kind of like the universe saying, well, you know, I've given you lots of different chances here for you to change or do something different in this situation, and that hasn't worked, so now I'm going to do something absolutely that you cannot avoid. So the Tower is always about something coming crashing down in order to rebuild, and I feel that's the kind of moving forward. So it might be in this connection that this is a sort of a relationship that has come to a halt because of some major event. Somebody may have found something out. In a sense, it may be part of the kind of, it might have some sort of karmic lesson for you or something that you need to learn from it. The relationship itself might be a little bit karmic in that it's backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Now we do have these Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups. So I'm just wondering here whether there might be, it might have been around sort of two people here. There might have been choices in this situation that were made, or something might have been revealed. It might have been a bit of a kind of like a third party situation here, or something like that, because straight after the Tower we've got the Queen of Wands and we've got the Queen of Cups, which are two very different characters. Now, court cards do generally on the whole speak about people as a rule, and then we've got this Emperor here. So I'm just wondering whether this is a situation where you might be in separation from your person, or then something has come to light. And maybe it's because of, you know, choices around other people in the relationship, or other people have come up in the relationship, and that may have caused sort of chaos in your relationship with this person, and that might be why we have this move forward, really. Move forward in sort of an honest and a truthful way, because the Tower, because it's right slap bang in the middle of here, the Tower is often an opportunity, like I say, for you to learn. It's a revelation. So it's where something that you felt was secure isn't in fact secure, and it's kind of things have come to light in some way, and now you realise that what you thought was secure, safe and stable actually isn't. And it becomes a much more, albeit quite a painful one, it can become a much more authentic situation, really. There's because basically the truth has been outed, if you like. So that's kind of what I'm feeling the general energy of this situation is. I mean, it could be as well after this Tower situation, if you have been with this, you know, if you have been in separation from this person because something that's happened, or there is some major event that's happened, you know, that you have, you know, that you have moved on, that you have, you know, because the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups, these are very confident energies. They're very confident energies. I mean, the Queen of Cups is very emotionally aware, so maybe from this Tower situation, you know, you might have moved on in some way and become much more emotionally connected, much more emotionally present, much more emotionally intelligent. And also with the Queen of Wands, I mean, she's totally confident. She gets what she wants, the Queen of Wands. So as well as it being possibly, for some of you, you know, this choice situation that might have happened, and that might have been caused the Tower, it could mean that out of a Tower situation where you're sort of, anyone who goes through a Tower moment, it's really your lowest ebb, really. It's a very difficult time. But out of that, it might be that for some of you in this situation, that you've grown stronger, that you've grown more confident, that you've done some healing in some way, that you've moved forward, and there is some, you know, there's some healing for you. But the overall energy is this Emperor energy, and the Emperor is about, definitely emotionally, it's a detached energy, it's a sort of distant energy, it's a contained energy. So I'm sensing in this, at the moment, in this situation, either you're in separation from them, or there's an emotional block. There's some blocks here emotionally, or you can't access them emotionally, because maybe if you did, you know, so maybe it's a crush situation. It could be that, you know, you feel very attracted to this person with the Wheel of Fortune. You feel like it's a fated connection. You know, you are really checking them out. They're really checking you out. You know, they see you in this fantastic way. The Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups. There's a lot of, you know, you know, attraction, a massive spark. There's this kind of like, you know, almost like this divine fated emotional attachment that you feel. But if, you know, they might be, if it's a crush situation, for example, you know, maybe this person is your boss, or is in charge of you, or maybe they're married, or maybe they're committed, or something like that. And if something were to happen, it would cause a massive sort of ruction. It would cause a massive problem. But with the moving forward and experience the grace of who you truly are, there's a sort of like, there's a sort of feeling, I guess, if it is that kind of crush, attraction, you haven't quite declared yourself, of things kind of inevitably maybe moving in that direction anyway. But anyway, that's the sort of general energy. Let's see what we've got any other, let's see if we've got another oracle card here. Let's see what this one says. So what is the general energy around pile number 1 and their person? What's the general energy? Pile number 1 and their person. Boundaries. Yeah, I mean that would go with the Empress, and maybe because of this Tower situation, there is a need for boundaries. Yeah, a need for, and it's funny because it's the number 1 energy, which is about me, me. You know, it's about taking care of me. So maybe in this situation, there is a need for you or for them to maintain your boundaries, because if you have had this shocking event, this difficult event, something has been come to light, something has been revealed that you didn't know was there, or some truth has been revealed, then there's a need for boundaries, a need for protection in some way, either for you or for them. Now, in terms of astrological energies, well, the Queen of Cups could be any of the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Wands could be, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Page of Swords, I mean, that could actually be, any of the air signs of Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So that's kind of all of the astrological signs that I'm seeing at the moment. But let's see, what would they most like to happen? Let's have this set of cards. Actually, yeah. What would pile number 1's person most like to happen next in this situation? What pile number 1's person most like to happen in this situation? Magician. Okay, what pile number 1's person most like to happen in this situation? 3 of Swords. This one. The Hermit. What have we got here? The 4 of Swords. Okay, and then what part number 1's person most like to happen in this situation? Ace of Swords. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have the 6 of Swords. Okay, so I have to be honest here, pile number 1. There is this feeling of them wanting to move forward, because the 6 of Swords is a moving gradually away from a difficult period, which would be the Tower situation, onto calmer waters. Now, I have to say that, there is this kind of feeling of loss, separation, hurt. So I do feel that your person in this situation is definitely hurting. They're definitely hurting. They definitely feel extremely sort of heartbroken, really. They could also just be having lots of very negative thoughts right now, because we've got these 3 swords going deep in their heart. They're very much in withdrawal stage, really, because we've got the Hermit and we've got the 4 of Swords. Now, those are cards of retreat. So all these cards, 3 and 4, but of Swords in between the Hermit. Now, those 3 cards are cards of retreat, and they go very well with the Emperor card. A real closed off, shutting down emotionally. The 4 of Swords can talk about a real need for rest, recuperation, needing to gather themselves, really needing to go inward, and really needing to rest. There's a real sense of sort of exhaustion with the 4 of Swords here. The Hermit they feel probably that they need to gain some, because it comes right under the Tower. So this might have come as a shock as much to them as it has to you, in a funny kind of way, just for some of you, because, or maybe they're feeling that something's happened which they may have caused, and now they really need to examine their way of doing things, examine their behaviour, examine their thoughts, because this loss, because I think with underneath the Page of Swords, where I feel like something's been revealed, some information has come out, and that has led to heartbreak and loss, really, feeling of heartbreak and loss. And they are now knowing that they are wanting, that they need to really kind of reflect, to go inside and to gain some kind of wisdom, some kind of enlightenment. But it is a very alone energy. It's a very independent energy. It's not an energy of wanting to come out or come forward. They want to move forward, I think, in their healing. I think that's what they want. They want to move forward in their healing from this situation, and they want time and space to be able to do it. They are feeling like, I mean, it could be for some of you, it could be because this, what we've got here is we've got the Queen of Wands, and underneath the Queen of Wands we've got the Four of Swords, and then underneath the Queen of Cups we've got the Ace of Swords. Now the Ace of Swords can talk about a new beginning. So my sense is that if this was a situation where it's a choice, something happened and it was a bit of a three-way situation, and you are somewhere in that three-way situation, then it feels to me that for some of you, this person could want a new beginning with one of these two characters here. And my sense is that in many ways, they kind of want, it's funny really, because they, at the both of this, at the end of this, we've got the Magician, which is to manifest something, to bring something into being. So this underneath the Wheel of Fortune, so this kind of karmic connection, this kind of, also this feeling good. I feel like they want to manifest and bring into being feeling good again, feeling good. But they've got all of this healing and work they know they have to do on themselves because of something that might have happened here. But my sense is as well, another way to read this is that they want to make a choice between one of those two people. And one of them, it comes under the Queen of Wands, is someone that they need to maybe let go of. And the other one, which is the Queen of Cups, is somebody that they want a truthful new beginning with. Or it could be, that you, that they want a truthful new beginning with you, but with you being maybe different to how you were initially in the situation. Because, like I say, the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups are two very different characters, or it could be two very different sides of you. But what I'm saying is, I feel they do want a brand new start. They do want to manifest something, a new beginning, but there needs to be a move away from choppy waters. That's what they want. They want to move forward, but away from choppy waters. They know they've got to do some healing. They know they've got to do some soul searching. And at the moment, my sense is that they want to do that, and they want to move forward in a more kind of healing way, in a calmer way. But for the time being, so I think what I'm getting here really is with this person is that they want to manifest something good. They want to manifest something good, something different to how it was before. But I do feel that at the moment they kind of want to move away. That all these cards are about being alone, going into yourself, dealing with loss and separation, and moving away into a calmer situation, a more honest situation, a more truthful situation. And for maybe, maybe in some way in this situation that they are looking for from you, some understanding or some care in many ways with the Queen of Cups here, or some maybe some emotional commitment. So maybe there's something like that. They're looking for some emotional commitment or emotional truth. So I think maybe they're looking again for some emotional truth, and a move away from anything that might not have been very honest or been very truthful. But it's a rocky road here. I feel like they know it's a rocky road here, and there's a lot of healing that they need to do in order to get there. But it's funny because we have this Magician here and this Ace of Swords, so I feel like they want to manifest this truthful beginning, this more emotionally connected beginning, but it's definitely a moving away and a moving forward from any trickiness or difficulty that there may have been in the situation. Now, in astrological signs here, with Three of Swords, we have Libran energy. Obviously with the Hermit, that's a Virgo energy. The Four of Swords, again, is Libra energy. So that, again, talks about balance, doesn't it? Libra's all about balance. So I feel like, you know, with the Tower, obviously things would have been knocked way off balance. Things would have been very unbalanced. It might have been a very painful experience, you know. But I think what they most want is they most want to manifest something, but they want it to be a truthful, new, emotionally connected beginning with, you know, with this Queen of Cups, with this person who's emotionally intelligent, emotionally healed, emotionally connected, caring, and sort of creative, really. That is what they are wanting. But anyway, let's see what else we have got here. What other message cards have we got? Is there any message cards for pile number one? What message cards might pile number one's person say to pile number one? Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, so maybe that resonates for some of you. So maybe this is a situation, like I said, like a crush situation. Or, you know, they are feeling romantic feelings towards you again. They want this sort of new start with you again, this you know, truthful new start with you again. They want to manifest that again. Also, you know, they may have, you know, like I say, it's a crush situation, romantic feelings. You know, they have these feelings for you, but, you know, with the Tower here, maybe it's something that they know is going to cause, you know, a lot of upset. Maybe it has, you know, maybe it has caused a lot of upset already. Maybe it's just been declared. Maybe it's something like that. Maybe it's just been declared and you're at the start of something, but they've retreated a little bit and you're not really sure, you know, what's going to happen. And what this is saying is that the romantic feelings are real and worth exploring. So what else have we got here? We have another message card for pile number one and their person. What's this say? Soulmates. Yeah, so this does, like, actually these feel like this is a very, I think what I would say now, given these message cards, is that they do want to manifest something truthful and honest with you. If you've been through a breakup or a split, my sense is that, you know, after this healing, you know, maybe that you're going through all of this. Maybe they're, you know, they're feeling that you need to have all this time to yourself, or that you're in retreat from them. But they see you as somebody who's very significant, and they want honesty and truth this time around. They definitely want honesty and truth this time around with the Ace of Swords, and they want to manifest it. They see it as, like I said, what did I say, with the Wheel here, this kind of karmic, kind of divine sort of connection here. They definitely see it like that, but it might mean, you know, the loss of something else in some way with the Four of Swords here under this Queen of Wands. And maybe, yeah, so maybe this person is committed or something like that, and they know they've got to move away from something. They've got to move away from something else to bring something else into being, to move forward in some way. But anyway, pile number one, that has been your reading. I hope you really liked it. If you have, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And have a great day. I'll see you in your next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number two, and welcome back to your reading. So, today's reading we're doing, aren't we? You know, what do they most want to happen next? Now, you chose to come into the reading on this card, which I'm hoping you can see. And it says at the bottom, the heart of the matter. And underneath it says, align life's pathways through the heart. So maybe there's something in this situation where there needs to be, it needs to be more heartfelt, or there needs to be more, you know, awareness of the heart. You know, remembering that it's a heart connection. You've also got the amethyst stone here. So on this card we've also got two people, but one, they're not really looking at each other. One's got their back to us and one's got, she's facing forward, but she's got her head down. So that might have some bearing. It's also very red. So maybe there's some intense feeling or intense emotion here. Something like that. But anyway, so let's get that. So I'm just going to do something different, a little bit different today. I'm just going to get straight to the tarot. And first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a row of tarot cards around the sort of general energy of the connection, because then you can sort of check maybe whether it's the right path for you or not. And then we're going to look underneath at what they most want to happen next in the situation. Okay, so let's see what we've got. And if you feel like you want to subscribe, then please do. That would really help the channel out. And also, this is a timeless reading, so it's really good for whenever you're finding it. So I hope you're all doing well, by the way. So let's get straight to it. So what is the general energy around pile number 2 in their person right now? What's the general energy around pile number 2 in their person right now? So we've got the 9 of Cups. Ooh, this one wants to come out. We've got the High Priestess. What's the general energy around pile number 2 and their person? I think it's that one. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. General energy around. Oh, 10 of Swords. Okay. Now at the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Pentacles. Right. Okay, so I feel like okay, so there's a couple of things really. It's the heart of the matter. So I feel like with the 5 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords, that this, for a lot of you, might be a situation where you've had a split, or there's been some difficulty or some problems, because the 5 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords are both things that have come to an end. I mean, the 5 of Pentacles talks about lack, being out in the cold, really. It's not a warm card. And the 10 of Swords talks about, really, you know, you can see this person's lying with 10 swords in their back, really. So maybe somebody in this situation feels a bit betrayed, but it can mean the ending of something. Obviously 10s, you know, as a number, is around final endings and completion. So maybe this, for a lot of you, this is a situation that's has come to an end in some way. But with the 10 of Swords, my sense is about this card, there's always this little glimmer of hope here, because we have this little horizon, this little yellow horizon, and I always feel that with the 10 of Swords. There's always that little bit of light. So I feel like if this is a pile where something has come to an end, there's been some problem, I do feel like there is a sense of hope here. Now with the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Cups is about happiness, it's about wish fulfillment. So I think the general energy around this situation is that certainly for your person, and possibly for you as well, the wish is that this situation is not over. That's kind of what I'm picking up here, particularly with heart of the matter. I feel like there needs to be, because I'm thinking of heart to heart, there needs to be a little bit of heart to heart. But at the moment with the High Priestess, which is a very secret inward card, you know, maybe you are sort of not accessible to them, or they are not accessible to you, because that is what the High Priestess is, a very sort of secret card. But it's also a card of intuition. So maybe in this situation there needs a little bit, you know, you're asking, or both of you need to kind of dig deep and listen to your intuition in lots of ways. So maybe there are some things in the situation where, you know, possibly some red flags or something like that, where you need to, you know, if you've got those little intuitive nudges or feelings, you need to listen to them, for both of you actually. But certainly I think for a lot of you this is a feeling where you're either out in the cold, or you don't feel like there's any hope for the situation. The High Priestess, you know, you're very closed off. Both of you are maybe in separation, but there's this wish here. There's this wish and this dream, because the overriding energy is the Ace of Pentacles, or the Ace of Pentacles is like a new beginning. So I think the general energy around the connection is the wish for a new beginning, a tangible new beginning, with the Ace of Pentacles here. You know, the start, the seed, or maybe if it's kind of like a crush situation, it feels like, because it will be very different for, you know, there'll be different situations here, won't there? Some people will be in relationships, some people will be, it'll be crush situations, some people will be in separation, some people will be, you know, in no contact. If it's a sort of like a crush situation, maybe there's a feeling like, you know, you know, you're secretly hoping and wishing that this situation is going to come into being. But at the moment, with the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, it doesn't look likely, because for whatever situation you're in, it's, you know, you're just feeling like this can't happen. You know, maybe it's a work situation, or maybe it's a situation where it just can't be. But I am sensing, though, that it's because we've got this loss here, this feeling of loss and betrayal and abandonment and lack and being out in the cold, that it might be for a lot of you a separation situation where you've split up and you're wondering, you know, what are they going to do next, or what's going to happen next, really. This sort of general energy around it. But I'm just feeling like heart-to-heart discussions, maybe heart-to-heart conversations, really, are maybe what this is kind of getting at here. But with this, yeah, with this kind of gold and red here, we've got quite a lot of yellows, reds, kind of golds, really. I'm just feeling like there's a lot of there's a kind of a lot of maybe a lot of passion, a lot of intense feelings. Maybe somebody's had their confidence knocked big time in this situation. Yeah, their self-confidence, their self-worth in some way. But anyway, let's see what they most want. Actually, let's have a message card. First of all, let's see if we've got a message card at this point. Is there a message card for the situation between pile number 2 and their person? A message card. What does it say? And now this says free yourself. This says free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay, so maybe somebody's been feeling, maybe somebody was feeling trapped in this situation. That might be why we've got the separation here, because this is a unicorn, you know, obviously an imaginary animal, but trapped in this kind of cage, really. And they're saying it's saying time to take back control of your life. So maybe someone has felt trapped in this situation. That might be why we have this kind of separation here. Let's see if we've got another oracle card for the situation. So maybe one, or maybe somebody was feeling a bit trapped in the connection, feeling a bit hemmed in, and maybe now they're having second thoughts, something like that. Okay, so what's the general energy? Pile number 2 in their person. What's the general energy? Pile number 2 in their person. Now that's interesting, isn't it? What did I say about it? This says heart of the matter, and this says heart healing. Heart healing. So something I did say that, didn't I? There's something around somebody feeling betrayed, the lack of confidence, really feeling quite low, maybe. Yeah, maybe there was some secrets in this connection. Maybe it was going brilliantly, you know, with this 9 of Cups here. It was going fantastically. It was everything you wanted. It was you know, but some secrets were revealed. Something happened, and then it led to, you know, this breakdown and somebody feeling very hurt and betrayed and out in the cold, and this feeling like there's no sort of hope. Now this is heart healing, so there is something about needing to heal the heart here, having these heart-to-heart discussions, or just healing, maybe one or both of you needing to heal themselves, needing to have time to heal, because I feel like possibly, you know, you've been through a lot, really. Somebody or one person or possibly both people have been through a lot in this particular connection. Now in terms of astrological signs, with the 9 of Cups here, we have the moon, not the moon, yeah, the moon, sorry, no, sorry, what? Sorry, I mean the moon, because the moon is Pisces energy. With the 5 of Pentacles, we have we have Taurus energy, and with the 10 of Swords, we have Gemini energy, and obviously with the Ace of Pentacles, that could be any of the Earth signs, or Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But anyway, let's see now. What do they most want to happen in this connection? Let's move these over slightly, bring them down so you can see them. What do they most want to happen? What does pile number 2's person most want to happen next? What do they most want to happen next? What does pile number 2's person most want to happen next? I feel like that one wants to come out. Oh, 2 of Cups. What do they most want to happen next? Queen of Swords. What do they most want to happen next? Ace of Swords. Now the Ace of Swords did come out in that pile number 1. So if you're drawn to pile number 1, you might want to take a look at that. What does pile number 2's person most want to happen next? What do they want to happen next? Knight of Swords, yeah. Okay. And then we have 2 of Pentacles. Right. Okay, so with the 2 of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles, okay, well, I mean, 2's is about, isn't it, you know, partnership, friendship, relationship, harmony, cooperation, you know, working together. I think because it comes under like this, under this kind of 9 of Cups, really. So I think they do actually want to come back together in this situation, or for you to be in this 2 of Cups situation. That is their wish fulfillment. They do actually want that, and that is what they want to happen next. They want the 2 of Cups here. But with the 2 of Pentacles here, the overriding energy is they're sort of weighing that up. They're kind of in and ahhing. Maybe they are just, you know, maybe they are just not sure, really, because basically under the High Priestess we've got the Queen of Swords, and it feels to me like maybe they're just feeling like you are very out of their reach here, because the Queen of the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords are slightly similar, because they're emotionally sort of they're not demonstrative, is what I want to say. They're not closed off emotionally, but they're not demonstrative. They don't demonstrate their feelings, which makes me feel that they feel that you're maybe a little bit closed off, and that might be a bit of a barrier. Their next move is to try and, I think it's to try and come towards you, definitely, because we've got the Knight of Swords, which is swift, bold action. It's right at the end of the line, underneath this situation that appears to be sort of dead in the water, or not possible, or something like that. They want to come towards you quickly. I think there's a lot of speed there. They want there to be, so if you're in a situation where there's been some sort of split or problem, or you know, maybe something has been revealed, some secret has come out, and that led to a separation in some way. With the Ace of Swords, they want there to be truth. They want to bring truth and honesty and clarity into the situation. So maybe in this period of separation, they're feeling a bit confused, a bit lost, a bit out in the cold, and they want things to be cleared up, particularly with the Queen of Swords as well, because that is it's all about clarity. You know, you've got the Queen of Swords, you've got the Ace of Swords, you've got the Knight of Swords. So I think that says to me that they want clarity, they want truth, they want, you know, like, you know, a heart-to-heart discussion, to talk, to communicate, because Swords is all about communication and talking. There's a lot of blue here, which is the throat chakra. You know, that's what they want. That's what they want to happen next. They want there to be open, honest, clear communication. They want it to happen quickly, because in actual fact they feel this very strong bond with you, with this 2 of Cups here. But the overarching energy is this 2 of Pentacles, and I think it makes me feel like they're not confident. You know, and it comes right out of the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like this Ace is 1, Pentacles is 2. So they're sort of like really, yeah, those are all the beginning numbers, aren't they? And it just makes me feel that they're sort of not sure, they're not confident in that, even though they would like that to happen. That's what they want to happen next. I think they see you as somebody who's very, very, very sure of us, not her, but sure of themselves, very confident, very capable, you know, somebody who's very good with their words, a good communicator. You know, they really sort of, they've got you up in hold you in high esteem here. But I definitely feel that they do want to come towards you. There's a little bit of stalling. There's a little bit of stalling energy here, because I think they're not confident. I think they don't want to seem silly. That's what I'm picking up. They don't want to seem silly or seem, yeah, they want to be clear and they want to have a plan. And that might be why we've got the Two of Pentacles here, sort of like, oh, you know, I feel like they're really dithering, because if you look at this person, they've got two pentacles in their hand, and one is lit up and one is not so lit up. And I just feel like 1 minute they're thinking it's going to be that way of doing it, then they're thinking it's going to be that way, then yeah, so they know they need to sort of like communicate clearly, honestly, maybe have a plan of how to move forward, but they're sort of not they're kind of not sure really of this tangible new. They want this kind of tangible new beginning, and 1 minute they've got this plan of doing it, and then the next minute they've got that plan of doing it, and that's kind of making them dithery. And because they think you're so intelligent, I mean, I think what's coming across here is they think that you've got a laser sharp mind, and you probably have. You know, they can't you know, that any, you know, that nothing's going to fool you. That's what I want to say, that they know that nothing's going to fool you. Something like that, really. Yeah. And I'm feeling that they're thinking that honesty and truth is the way for healing in this situation. Going forward, there needs to be honest, heart-to-heart, heartfelt communication, really. For this kind of tangible new start, which I think is a bit of a wish fulfillment, possibly for you and for them, really. But anyway, let's see what we've got another. Let's take one of these cards, really. Let's see what these cards say. Okay, do we have a message card? To their person. What have we got here? Oh, soulmates. Soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. Now that would kind of go with the Two of Cups there. There is a sort of, and this kind of wishful, yeah, it does feel like that they see this relationship as a bit of a wish fulfillment, that they feel this kind of deep, strong connection here in some way. Right, is there anything else that we have? We have a message. I feel like that one wants to come out. Oh, love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So yeah, so they may actually be, and that might be what I was saying. You know, they're sort of thinking of a way of doing it, a plan of doing it, and they're kind of, the moment they're in an hour of, oh, should I call them, should I message them, should we, you know, it's a bit of that going on, but expect a call, expect some kind of contact from this person. They definitely want to move forward here. They want to make something happen. Let's have, oh, that one fallen out, so that obviously must be significant. What does this one say? Retreat. It says retreat. Now it might be that because some of you are in retreat, which is what I'm saying here, it's time to disconnect from the world. So maybe there's something about needing to have this time apart. I don't think your person wants to have this time apart, though, to be honest. But this always reminds me of marriage, actually, because this woman has a white dress. It's like a marriage. It reminds me of like retreating in so it's just you and them, you know, like a retreat situation where you and them have time together, maybe to sort things out, to spend time again together. To reconnect, if you like, with no other interferences around you. But anyway, part number 2, that has been your reading. I hope you've have enjoyed it, have liked it. If you have, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be alerted to when I next upload a reading. Other than that, have a great, have a great few days ahead, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. So today we are doing, aren't we, you know, what would they most like to happen between you next? Now you chose to come into the reading on this beautiful card. You can see it there, and it says at the bottom, transformation. Let love transform you forever. Okay, so something around possibly transformation, change, transformation. Maybe love is transforming this person or transforming you in some way, if there is love in this situation. But anyway, let's see what happens. So you've also chose to come into it with the little key here. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do something slightly different. I'm just going to jump straight into the tarot, and we're going to see. Now, first of all, I'm going to just lay some cards on the general energy of the situation, because obviously with a title like, you know, what do they want to happen, what do they most want to happen next, or what do they want to happen between you next, you know, that could cover a wide range of situations. You know, it could cover a crush situation, it could cover a relationship situation, it could cover a relationship in separation. So let's get a bit of a sense of the general energy of the connection, and then it's also a way for you to maybe check that this is the right pile for you. Just to say, if you like the reading, then please do consider subscribing. That would really help the channel out for me, particularly if you're a regular viewer and you haven't yet subscribed, then please do subscribe. Also, it's a timeless reading, so it's really good for whenever you're finding it. So anyway, let's just jump right in. So what is the general energy between pile number 3 and their person right now? And so that is the 3 of Cups. Okay. Is that 3? No, sorry, I think it's the 10 of Cups. Sorry, the 10 of Cups. Oh, there's a general energy between pile number 3 and their person. Knight of Cups. Okay. I feel like that one's calling me. The Magician. And this one is King of Swords. Right. Okay. And at the bottom we have the 7 of Pentacles as the overriding energy. Well, I mean, God, it's looking actually at the moment. It's sort of looking quite a good situation here. I mean, the 7 of Pentacles does talk. Oh, I feel like that one wanted to come out. So I'm going to leave it there with just a Hermit. So it feels to me like, with the overriding energy being the Hermit and the 7 of Pentacles, there might be some sort of like either stagnation or a little bit of separation for some of you with the Hermit here. Or there's a need, it's like there's a need for there to be enlightenment in this situation. Or with the transformation card here, because the Hermit is about going inward and transforming in order to transform yourself in an inner way, you personally, finding your sort of inner light, going in, finding your inner guidance. The 7 of Pentacles is about something which has sort of stagnated, come to a bit of a standstill, with a view to kind of assessing, to reassessing, to reviewing it. So it can be a little bit of so the overriding energy is a little bit of a stagnated energy, or a little bit of energy in separation, or maybe emotionally a little bit detached, really. But actually we have the 10 of Cups here, so I feel like this situation either was or is very happy, or it could be very happy with the 10 of Cups, because the 10 of Cups is like emotional fulfillment, really. So maybe for some of you this is like a crush or an attraction situation, but it's kind of on hold. There's a stalling period time to it because it can't really reveal itself, because the Hermit card is like a private card, it's an inward card. And the 7 of Pentacles, like I say, is a sort of stagnation card where somebody's weighing something up, reviewing it, looking at it. But the actual energy of it is really positive. I mean, the 10 of Cups, like I say, is emotional fulfillment and happiness. The Knight of Cups is about, passion. The Knight of Cups, is about, romance. It's about offering a cup of love. It's about coming forward in terms of offering a cup of love. So there's like romantic attraction here. I feel like there's romantic attraction here. There's a sort of sense of in-loveness in this pile with the Magician card here. That's like manifesting. So again, it makes me feel like this might be a pile where something wants to emerge, really, because this picture, I know it says transformation, but this picture, I don't know why, it's just reminding me of a little oyster pearl there, a pearl inside an oyster. And a pearl is hidden, isn't it? It's like this relationship, it may be hidden at the moment, or yeah, just not fully kind of out in the open as such. But there's all these feelings here, you know, this also this wanting to bring it into existence here with the Magician. So I feel like there's a lot of positivity around the connection, but it's being there's a sort of like a stalling, or it's being prevented in some way, or it needs or it can't come into the light in some way with the Hermit here. Maybe there are some considerations, you know, some material considerations that have to be taken into account for this around this relationship that's kind of stalling its progress, and that's the other thing. The King of Swords, you know, it feels like that there is, you know, I mean, the King of Swords is about strategy, it's about planning, it's about having a plan, about having a clear plan. You know, it can be a little bit, that one, I mean, the King of Swords, that the King of Swords can be a little bit of emotionally detached, and because he's come at the end of the line next to the Hermit, I'm just wondering, maybe for some of you, that this situation was great, everything was going great, or something like that, and then something's come along to kind of stall it, or to put it into retreat in some way, or they've emotionally detached, or someone's emotionally detached in some way, something like that. That could be for some of you. Yeah, but anyway, let's get some more cards on what they would like to happen. Okay, let's see. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get another oracle card. Let's get another oracle card around the general energy. What's general energy around pile number 3 and their person? Communication. So maybe with the King of Swords here, that maybe this situation requires some clear, honest, truthful communication. So if this is a sort of like a crush or an attraction situation, where you kind of feel all these beautiful feelings for one another, you want to bring something into being, but somebody needs to say something, and there's a bit of stalling at the moment. So what is needed is clear, honest communication, and that will lead to transformation, because it does say let love transform you, and I do feel like there's a lot of love here. So maybe somebody needs to be honest and open about how they're feeling in this situation, for it to transform, for you to get it together, really. But there's this, you know, to get rid of this kind of like stalling period. But there definitely needs to be some communication. Yeah, because this card is quite dark, so maybe somehow this situation is hidden, like with the oyster hidden in that, you know, in that shell. Something's hidden, and it needs to be, you know, it needs to come into the light, it needs to be communicated. I mean, 18 cancels down to 9. 9 is about endings of a cycle, completion and new beginnings. So maybe the endings are one way in how the connection was, and a new beginning. But at the moment there seems to be this kind of little bit of stalling, stagnant energy. Now if it's something whereby, you know, something's happened that was once a really great situation or a very happy situation, but something's occurred, or there's been some sign of detachment or withdrawal emotionally. So you might be in a relationship with this person, but they just might have emotionally withdrawn, and you're not really sure what's going to happen, and you're asking what's going to happen next. There needs to be something around communication, you know, that's kind of, but that there's a bit of a stall on that at the moment. But anyway, let's see what else we've got. So what would they most... So in terms of astrological signs, I mean, with the 10 of Cups here, that is Pisces energy. I mean, with the Knight of Cups, that could be any of the fire signs of Aries, Leo or Sagittarius. King of Swords, again, any of the you know, air signs of Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. And the Hermit is obviously Virgo energy there. So those are some of the astrological energies that, you know, that might mean something to you. I feel like with this Magician card, they've got a very, very, very hard stare. And I feel like that Magician's really, really looking at me to make me talk more about, and also it's right in the centre of how I believe this person wants to manifest something. They want to manifest something. With the transformation card, they want to manifest something. They want to bring something into being again. They want to bring some emotional, because I'm seeing, I don't know why, I know the Magician has all of the, it has all resources, you know, it has all the suits there, doesn't it? The cups, the wands, the coins, the daggers, but I'm just seeing this cup right there, and it feels like they want to manifest this situation, this emotional situation again. You know, what do they want to bring? What do they most want to happen? What's Pile 3's person most want to happen right now? What most want to happen right now? I feel like that one wants to come in. Oh, we've got the Hermit again. Oh my goodness. So we've got the Hermit. Oh, two different on next to each other, but on the next line, the Hermit. So that's very significant. Then we've got Temperance. And I feel this one wants to come out, which is the Ten of Pentacles. Right. Okay. What do they want to happen next? We've got all the Three of Swords. Okay, and that one as well wants to come out, which is the Knight of Cups, ending your reading. And then underneath we have the Hanged Man. Right. Now, okay. Let me just have a little look at this. Okay, so I think they are unclear, if I'm honest, about what they most want to happen next. They are mixed. There's a mixture of highs. There's a mixture of energy in this, really, because the Ten of Pentacles right under the Magician in the centre of the reading, right? So it makes me feel that yes, and it comes with the Ten of Cups. This is pure emotional happiness. So I think that there was somewhere in this relationship you either had that or you feel that. That's kind of like a real emotional high, real emotional highs, really. And then underneath it, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Well, the Ten of Pentacles is real material, family fulfillment, really. So my sense is that if you're in separate, if something's happened, that they actually want to manifest that. If you might have been married to this person or in a long-term relationship with this person, because my sense is that they want to manifest that solid, grounded connection with you again. Yeah, they definitely want that. But the Hermit card is that I feel like they still feel they need to have time to heal here, or they need to have this time to go inwards. So if you're in separation, I'm feeling at the moment they feel that they need more time, really, because they want balance, really. They want it to be a balanced situation. Also, the overriding energy is Hanged Man, which again, I feel like your person is really doing, and maybe you are too, a lot of soul searching. There's a lot of soul searching going on here with the Hermit and the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is all about looking at things from a different perspective, seeing things from a different way, you know, becoming more enlightened, really. So something in this situation has maybe happened that has created this kind of stalling, this separation, this kind of weighing things up, and that your person is really weighing it up, really weighing things up. Now there's been also with the Three of Swords here, there might have been some loss in the situation, or some heartache, or some heartbreak. That's the other thing. But I feel like they are really trying with this Three of Swords in terms of what do they want to happen next. They're really, with the Three of Swords, is really somebody who's thinking very, very, very hard. They've got all these thoughts, and they might be tying themselves up in knots, really, about, because I do feel with the Knight of Cups here, they want to come forward again. I do feel that they want to come forward again, but that it's like that I think it might, they're feeling it might lead to either some loss or separation or some heartache, but it also I don't know if it just makes them feel really nervous as well. I think maybe they're feeling like it's really, you know, something that would really affect them, you know, mentally in some way. I think that's what's going on here, but they want to manifest it, but they need time for healing with the Hangman and the Hermit. They need time, or then maybe they just need time to work out a plan, to work out how they're going to do it. They want balance. They feel like they can have this balance with you, with the Ten of Pentacles here. But they need that healing time to get that balance. Maybe something's knocked them off balance completely in this situation. Maybe there has been this, maybe some truth emerged, and that caused them to be very heartbroken or very upset or very hurt, and that might be why they're weighing things up. So maybe something has happened here, where, you know, they got hurt in the situation, and that's making them making them have reservations, even though they want to come back. I feel like they want to manifest this this stability with you, this security with you. Balance is really important, but there's some hurt or loss, or they are feeling very nervous about doing that. And my sense is that they might be feeling very nervous about doing that, feeling like it's going to possibly, that it could potentially hurt them again, or maybe hurt you again. So maybe there's something about that. Maybe some truth came out, like I said, and it was kind of hurting, it was causing some hurt. But then with the Knight of Cups here, they definitely want to come forward. We've got the Ten of Cups to begin the reading, we've got the Knight of Cups to end the reading. It makes me feel that they want to come forward with their roses. They want to come forward, they want to offer something, you know, to you. That will be their ideal, but I don't feel it's going to be immediate. If I'm honest, I don't feel it's going to be an immediate thing. I feel there are still things that they need to work out, to work through. With the Hanged Man here, the Seven of Pentacles, there's a lot of two Hermit cards coming up twice. I mean, emotionally, I just feel like, with the Three of Swords, that they're still in this feeling of wanting to protect their heart somehow. But essentially, I think, you know, they want to, with the Knight of Cups ending the reading, they want to come forward, and they will come forward. But I just feel it won't be immediate. I do want to clarify the Three of Swords. What is the Three of Swords about? Please can you tell me, what is the Three of Swords about? Please can you clarify the Three of Swords? The Devil. Okay. The Sun. And the Wheel of Fortune. There might have been, a lot of highs and lows in this situation. That would kind of make sense, because this part of it, when we looked at the current energy, this part was really positive, and then this part was really sort of detached. So it was like very high and very low. And again, what I was saying before about being mixed. Now the Devil energy is, you know, it can talk about negative thinking, negative thoughts. This person might be holding themselves back with their own self-limiting beliefs and behaviours, their own negative thoughts, because the Three of Swords is three swords, and it's like swords are thoughts. So I feel like they're kind of like I said before, sort of tearing themselves up, thinking all these different things. The Devil energy can, you know, this person, you know, when we've got Devil energy, it can be something that is, maybe there were patterns in this relationship with the Wheel of Fortune here, cycles, things going up and down, things not being steady and stable, and that might be why they really want to have, they might be healing, there may be some addictions here, something like that. That might be why, what caused the situation to come to an end with the Devil card here. And maybe that's what's worrying them. So maybe they're worrying that if they come back, that they might, you know, they need that time to get over whatever patterns or addictions or problems that might have been controlling them, rather than them controlling, you know, themselves. But then after that we have the Sun, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So again, it just feels like this person might be really needing to take time to balance themselves out. because the devil energy next to the sun, again, that's two very different, you know, poles apart kind of energy. But, you know, it makes me feel as well that, you know, they feel that if they could get over these, you know, self-limiting beliefs or problems or issues, maybe there was some control issues here, something like that. Yeah, something along those lines. So maybe if they could get over that, then, you know, it could lead to, you know, happiness, sunshine, the Wheel of Fortune, things being, you know, okay again, things being on the up again. But I feel like they're really going through it at the moment. But I think what they would most like to happen next is to be able to heal. I think what they most want to be able to do is to be able to heal, to get balance, to have this kind of like happy balance, because the Ten of Pentacles is a more stable, grounded, down to earth, happy energy. It's kind of everything really. It's all kind of material success and happiness, and I feel like they really want to manifest that. It talks about family, you know, it talks about just a really sort of grounded, happy energy. And with the Three of Swords and the Temperance around that, I just feel they want the balance, but their thoughts at the moment, or they're worried that that might not, you know, maybe if they had problems or behaviours before, that they might not be able to go through that, get over that rather. So I think at the moment they're just going through a healing process, a deep healing process. They definitely have a very strong feelings for you, I would definitely say that. But they want to heal. They do want to heal. They want to try and get over whatever might have been causing, or whatever might have caused the problems in the situation before. But I think with the Knight of Cups ending the reading, I think they will come forwards again towards you. But like I said, I don't think it will be immediate. But let's have some message cards here. What messages do we have from Park? Okay, what's the messages for pile number 3 and their person? What's that one say? That says very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So maybe there's something about, with the Magician here, you, pile number 3, yourself needing, you know, something's happened here that hasn't been great. So maybe you need to make a decision about if this person, because I feel like this person will come towards you. Maybe you need to decide what you want, and it might not be this person, it might be something else. But what this card is saying, whatever you feel like you want to manifest, it could be on its way towards you very soon. What else have we got? Okay, what other messages are there between pile number 3 and their person? Wedding. Wow. This situation involves marriage. So for some of you, you might be in a marriage. This might be a marriage. And that would be, I mean, that would make sense with the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles here. It's kind of like a marriage situation. Because those are both very sort of settled cards here. Yeah, so just in terms of astrological signs again, obviously with the Knight of Cups, that could be sort of like Pisces. I'm thinking Pisces, Cancer. 10 of Pentacles, I mean, that is Virgo energy again. Hermit, you've got Virgo coming up twice, so that could be a strong sign for you. What have we got? 3 of Swords. So the 3 of Swords could be Libra energy. So let's do another one. Let's see what this one is. Let's see what we've got on the message cards. We've got another message for pile number 3 and their person. What's that one? Sunglasses. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. So somehow that might be for some of you, and with the King of Swords here, even though you're in retreat, somebody might be watching. Now that would also go with the Devil card, so there might have been some very difficult behaviours in this relationship, and if that is the case, pile number 3, then you definitely need to clearly decide what you want, what's right for you. You're the most important in this situation, and you should not have to. If some of those behaviours have happened, that is never, sort of certainly anything like gaslighting or stalking or anything like that is never acceptable in any situation. Okay, let's have another one of these though. Axe. Oh, this one wants to come out. So this says axe, break up, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment and abandonment. Yeah, there might have been cycles and patterns in this with the Devil card. There might have been, and now this is saying, it's time to not put up with that. And that might be what your person's trying to do with the Hermit card here twice, with the Hangman, really trying and working hard on breaking those negative patterns. Obviously that, when they do come back towards you, if you've been through a lot with them, then it's up to you whether you want to take them back or not, if you've been through a lot with them. But I do feel they seem to be wanting to try to heal and have balance, bring balance for themselves and into the situation at this point in time. And then we have here now, this says love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Now I think I'm pretty certain I had either this one or very similar in pile number 2. So maybe with the Knight of Cups here, somebody is going to move forward with you, towards you with a message, come towards you with a message. But anyway, pile number 3, that's been your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, so you can be alerted to whenever I upload a reading next. Other than that, look after yourself, pile number 3. Have a great few days, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.